it's relative to their opponents.
Yeah, no, that is very true. It is very true. It feels like a really good veto for 9. Apeks going to have their work cut out. As sort of mentioned, yeah, they look decent enough against Bet Boom on the Ancient. That's maybe where I'm thinking that it is like, yeah, there's a lack of prep. You're in this online qualifier. You have to move with your momentum and just kind of make decisions a bit quicker, a bit more on the fly. You don't even really have time to go away for the evening and then do the hardcore prep with everyone in the same sort of hotel room or whatever. So we'll see here. We'll see moving into that first map pretty swiftly. Apeks starting off on the T side. What a utility here on the pistol round.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. Winner goes to Sydney. I haven't been able to say that in any of the games just yet. That's a heck of a prize. And for both of these teams, of course, as said, kind of in that tier 1.5 level, not Blast partners, not ESL partners. Every big event is worth its weight in gold. And without a major cycle in this half of the year, Sydney is about as good as it gets. First kill goes the way of jkaem. Trade is there. Absolute brawl here. Straight down the donut. And with this bomb dropped in the open, it's looking a little bit awkward for this CT side. Goofy. Great kill from the Julie to make it a bit easier as he gets pinched there in donut. And now, jkaem left in a really tough spot.
Yeah, not brilliant here. Not brilliant. I don't think he realizes he is somewhat on a timer. Hades in from behind. Bit of effort required, but finds the frag easily enough in the end. Pistol round going the way of 9. Quite easily. Quite easily. So we'll see whether they can turn that into a few more. Probably should be able to get the second follow-up here. It doesn't seem like Apeks are going in for the force. We do have a couple deagles for some of the richer players, but ultimately the first round rifle buy. How do you feel about this? I think it's really creeping in a hell of a lot more over the past few months on both sides of the game that, you know, they're not enjoying the force buy as much.
I think it just depends on the team. I think the map is also a factor. Kick Akanito. I think if you do buy, you need a plan. That's probably the main thing. Can't get it done on the second player, but he is very much alone. A bomb plant, if nothing else, is still a great result. 2 kills. Anything more would be monumental. But just the Glock and jkaem's already lower. Dare say it's not looking oh so likely. And yeah, there should be a fairly easy stick in the end. I don't think jkaem's getting a whole lot more out of this. 2 kills on the plant.
Yeah.
For, you know, a couple deagles. You've kept their money low. This is where this buy on the third round is so dangerous. If you manage to get just a couple of kills, you get some players, you know, with basically no money saved at all after they've bought up in this round for 9. They have 1-4 loss, and they're up against AKs with a worse buy. It's really scary.
It is very scary, in fact. Yeah. So very much looking forward to seeing how this pans out. However, there will be some pretty hefty buys from 9, not leaning heavily into the bonus. Upgrade for Goofy and all that good stuff, right? So very, very happy with what I'm seeing in that sense. You can see some teams from time to time lean into the bonus a bit too hard. Not going to be the case here for 9. They are looking to take the fight to Apeks. Down middle, but Kixan, he knows. He knows. Key's going to find a big one, though, on the edge of the smoke. Make sure that the trade comes back through. So after those initial exchanges, we are even.
Feels advantage Apeks to me. Key is low. I guess 9 is still, strictly speaking, holding on to mid. Got Kicksam behind the box, but Goofy posted up. So clean flashbang, Kicksam swings. They're trying to fight this as hard as possible, 9. Just wants a map control in their favor, but Key is so low. That smoke is awkward. Hopefully he can get himself out of dodge. And they're continuing to fight this. I'm surprised. But Kylar makes it work. Even Stevens. Problem is, though, look at Nork. Check out STYKO. B is open for business.
Big kill from jkaem as well, so that pretty much confirms it for me with this bomb going down, right? Look how far away 9 players are. jkaem just having a field day in mid. Hades is definitely saving, so the round is going the way of Apeks, but it's a question of survival now for the AWP. Has he been heard there?
It's a must save. Lose this. You've got 3 players in double eco territory. Save it. free rifle buy in the next round. Can't lose this Hades, and I think Apeks probably going to throw caution to the wind here. They know just how bad the economic situation is going to be. It looks to me like Hades has done just enough.
Pretty big survival then from our guy Hades. And indeed, it will result in the rest of the squad buying around, even out that economy. But you have a decent buy. It's a workable buy. 2 rifles, the AWP. Good amount of utility. No kit is maybe one thing. Hades has got one, actually. Yeah, I spoke too soon. So maybe we can make this work on the 9 side of things. I think still going to require a lot of work. Double nade doesn't quite find the damage they were looking for.
Nades over the top. Boost for Hades. He looks down from above. This flash taking off for just a second. Can't quite find the opportunity to pull the trigger, but these guys have advanced so far from the dark side that great. Deep the smoke's landing as well. Hades just find 1. Ooh, almost make it 2. Team kill in the mix is getting very awkward. Man advantage now for 9 in the midst of the carnage. Team kill, of course, leaning their way, and as these smokes fade, this is not looking good at all from Apeks. jkaem's a little bit of a way off, trying to come in from dark. Re-smoke towards this short side, and Key is trapped behind that. Trade, as 2 players face from long for Apeks, and Key comes through at just the right time. What a disaster. That was the eco. Oh, no.
Yeah. I mean, not the hard eco again. I think 9 have done a very good job of putting their dangerous weapons in the right place, making sure that they maybe weren't like the first line of defense, so that when the attack came in, they're easily able to find the trades with the rifles rather than the other way around. They definitely had a game plan with the setup, and it came off quite nicely. So there is that. At the same time, they have forced Apeks into a really awkward situation. Kixon was forced forwards by a Molotov there. Not much he could really do about that, and no one around to support him, of course.
Someone give Nork a frag. He can't stay on -1. That is just depressing. Can't stay here for long. Hades collects himself. Another. Also a half by than anything else here. Of course, Kixan going in a little bit heavier. Some damage would have been nice. Just to keep this money honest. It's a good 1D from Nork. We probably need a little bit more to truly rattle the confidence here of 9, I think. Oof.
Nice.
He's come to play.
Here we go. Nork's on the board, baby.
Yeah.
Not messing around. Kylar in the advanced position should deal with him easily. Indeed he does. But yeah, at least we get Nork off -1 and then 0. So now we're looking at STYKO. Got to get him on the board too. And allow Apeks a way in. Allow Apeks a few rounds to work with. At the moment, 9 looking pretty good on the defensive side.
They'll be happy. Very happy. And now we're back on the buy. Let's see what Apeks have to offer. Their map pick here. It's all important game. Fast mid. Looks like the port of call. jkaem very quickly up close to window. Is he going to go through on a flashbang? Mynio, I think he just... I'm not even sure he's trying to spray close. But... divine intervention, whatever you want to call it. A much-needed opening kill for 9.
Disaster maybe striking for Apeks again, Alan. This has been a rough start onto their own map pick, right? It really is difficult to get going. And 5 left on the clock. There's just no movement at all. We've got some smokes from both sides, but I don't really see that they're going to make too much of a difference. Especially that T smoke is maybe just a bait idea. Try and get some utility out from the CT side. At the end of the day,
Kixan has the other smoke. Kixan has the other smoke, and he can't really use it. He's lurked mid, so here we go. It's going to be into Donut. the route they want to try and force through. The problem is there's 2 in defense here, and the only way into this round was jkaem making a play on the lurk, and it hasn't transpired. We've still got 2 players in towards Jaguar. And those claws, those jaws, is the bomb. And Nork. This round is over. Kakanito is just playing standard his best. Do well to die before time as well, because he is utterly surrounded by these CT players. He needs to take a fight. He needs to die, because they will come for him.
Oh no, down after time. Just absolute disaster, isn't it, mate? This is really not working out at all, brother. Not working out at all. The Apeks campaign so far on the T side has started off very, very poorly. Not liking what I'm seeing at all. Timeout going to come in. I think they are also uncomfortable. They are also unhappy.
Certainly should feel that way. I think jkaem got, I think it was close to the window smoke at the start. He'll feel very hard done by. Maybe he gave a noise cue, I'm not sure. But to be down that early in the round before he could even make a play, make an attempt, disappointing. I mean, the mid-take was nice. It was aggressive, but it did elsewhere feel like a very slow round from Apeks. They never really gave jkaem on the mid-lurk a great opportunity. There just wasn't enough B pressure, so I don't know. I'm sure they're discussing all of these things in that timeout. But got to get this T-side campaign together, or time on their own map pick.
Yeah, not going to happen in this round, though, is it? They have a few deagles to speak of, but already one has been spammed down through. Not looking too good at all here, Alan. I would say. Oh, there you go. Kakanito through the smoke. It is a classic move there. You've got to be very careful with spamming away. As soon as you start to run low on bullets or go for a reload, there's always a cheeky T that's after you, especially in a round like this.
Got a hell of a deeg as Kakanito. I'll rate it. A little more damage would be nice. We saw Nork with some beautiful deegs a couple rounds ago, so maybe he'll bless us with sheer excitement for now. Content to take it real slow. Should be facing mynio soon, though. Comes mynio. Timing isn't there. 4 alive for 9. Finally getting some money in the bank, too. And now we've got to see what that pause was all about, Apeks. Because this half is starting to slip. It's starting to go from a little bit scary to getting out of control. This is the precipice. Got to get some rounds on the board.
Well, into round number 8, the presence from Apeks so far has not really been all that great. The first rifle round, right, they brought it out early. That was good. But since then, they have fallen massively off a cliff. Hopefully for the Apeks side, it's not too early of a peak. Definitely can be the case. Kai trying to spam away once again. And this time, no success.
It's going to be a B hit. All 5 here. Smoke's over. Flash is next. Goofy's repositioning. Could be caught in the open. Tries to take a duel and it's not to be. Not in the right position. Key here couldn't help. Isolated out in dark, and there's a real case here, actually, I think, for saving if you're the CT side, especially if re-smokes come down onto this back lanes, and indeed they are. Tough decision. I guess if Key can find a frag, it might open the door that is this round, but for now, kind of running out of time if they want to mount a retake.
I think with that frag, they may call it off. Yeah, Apeks, as you said, kind of on the precipice, the danger zone of losing out on the half very, very early on. Well, they will answer the call. They'll find a pretty effective push in towards B there. And everybody survives as well, which I think is paramount to their campaign in this cap.
You just see the influence of the change in pace, because Goofy, that player that was coming around the back lanes, just repositioning. He was not in a spot where he was comfortable when that hit came in, and it's so explosive. So many players rounding the corner. No chance for anybody on 9 to get off a Molotov or a smoke or even a flashbang just to try and delay. And that site is enveloped ever so quickly, so I guess we'll see 9 being a little bit more cautious here on B. Don't think we're going to catch Goofy off like that again. Check out this A aggression. Kylar wide. Has Hades with him. Hades gets the trade. And falls out of dodge. Mynio's coming over to help as well. As everyone seems intent on taking the A tunnels.
Well-placed Molotov. Calls off Nork's idea. Smoke coming over the top, though, so they are seemingly set on an A hit. Or jkaem, though. Look at the patience out towards middle. This could be... Oh, takes the peek into 2. Down he will go. Hades, meanwhile, holding from Donut. Only good for the 1. The A-bomb side itself feels a bit worse for wear over here. The rotations are in quite quickly. Getting that bomb down is going to be a real challenge now. The duo of Goofy and Key is making all the difference. But STYKO, he's got his running shoes on. He's out of there. Bomb plant will be secured. And now 1v3 for the old guard required.
So what's in STYKO's favor? He's got a wide plant. He can play any spot from here onwards. But he has to force a fight. There is no way... Well... Unless 9 make big errors, that he's going to be able to play from here from the entire time. He needs to get aggressive. Needs to whittle down these numbers. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Good retake from 9. Did you see the mid play where they gave B? It's what they did earlier in the round where Apeks got up and onto B and won it. They seem to have this call where they give B and fully fight mid when they're a little bit scared, a little bit lacking information. It seems to be their protocol.
I like it. I like it. There's some decent variety in the play here from the side of 9. And again, when it comes down to a map that they are less comfortable with, again, as said, they've got an awful lot of reps on it over the past few months. And you do have to bear in mind some of the losses for this team have been against some of the better names over at Cologne, right? Really difficult sort of games. It has been getting better and better, and they also played it yesterday, in fact, against Victory Zigzag, and it was one of the super one-sided maps that they found, 16-4. So you also got to bear that in mind, that they may well have turned a corner on this map. Apeks, as we said, really struggling to find any area of punish.
Comes a mid-take. That molly, I think that was meant to go into logs. There is your logs molly in the end. A lot of the utility expended to take mid here, but they haven't actually taken Kylar off this donut line. And he can tell his teammates, guys, nothing is crossed towards window. I'm surprised they've gone for this B information play. Given that information, it's a decent trade. And I think they'll get away with it, because now the cavalry is here.
Hades on the push down, looking to be the hero. Can't get his shot off fast enough. He will get a nade in for decent damage. Oh, it actually does not. Didn't quite make it round the corner. Kakanito really looking to be alive. And nade nearly made it to him. STYKO half HP, takes a fight out in the cave area. Not ideal, you know. You want those kills. Shadow spot. Ready! Oh, but he expected him to go up. He gets taken out. 2 versus 2. With Kylar quite far away from the action here, Alan. Really not a great look. What is that smoke designed to do, guys? Oh, God. Okay.
Confused, apparently.
Yeah, they take the fight and win it. So I suppose it all works out in the end.
So Kylar's got a full belt of util. I don't see why he'd use one. At least till he's over the bomb and can smoke on it. Better off retaining elements of surprise. And Cat, you need to get your gun out, brother. About to meet your adversary. Ooh, a little bit laboured, but it works. And Apeks, they're staying alive, you know. This half looks really bad. But now, 3 rounds, money's on the brink for 9. Already starting to mount that recovery.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a gap here. Still quite a substantial gap for me. Ooh, and the force buy has to come out as well from the side of 9. So maybe the gap will close a bit quicker, but at the same time, 9 are constantly putting up the defense and constantly doing what we sort of saw a little bit of in the first series, where they're not letting Apeks string them together. But maybe we're in for a good chance here. Nice spray down from STYKO there at mid-range. 5v3, bomb plant coming in. Maybe just a save here from 9, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he was thinking about trying to get near a gun, but... there's a FAMAS here in towards the red room. Gone CT. Scoop that one up. And get out. Simple round from Apeks. A lot of teams are starting to favour this fast A round. They like it. And swinging out with numbers. Good entries from STYKO and jkaem. And from there, 9, rightfully so. An immediate decision to save. Can't blame them. And this was kind of was talking about in terms of Apeks getting back into this half. It was that they're wrestling economic control off their opponents. They've finally done it. They finally put 9 in a very awkward position now, where they've got to think long and hard about whether they want to invest behind these guns. And the answer is probably no.
Ooh, I like the timeout here from 9 as well. This is really nice. Still got a lead. Still in a decent enough position. You're on, 1 eco, try and work the rifles, and then you're on another fullback. You can defend it. It'll only be 7-5. But it's good to get ahead of things. Really do appreciate this here. And again, very winnable map for 9. Very winnable position for 9. And then up next, we have Vertigo. So all of the pressure, it feels like, is on Apeks in this first map, right? Because 9 are so good and so confident on Vertigo that they're, at least in their minds, guaranteeing a third map. Not even like, oh, okay, that second map, we prefer it, but it's going to be tough. They are super confident. And then the third is also a great map for them. Yeah, Mirage is also a really solid map for 9. So I do feel like if they're able to win this one here, the series is kind of in their hands.
Keep in mind also that Apeks knew it was going to be Ancient. They knew they were going to start T-side. No doubt came into this with a game plan. And as you start losing rounds, the pressure is going to ratchet up and up and up as your plans aren't working. This round, however, with a mixed bag fire on those saved weapons. We need Hades to get engaged. He's the one with the AWP. He's in towards Donuts. 2 found in front of the smoke. Wants to make a play. Finally thwarted. But given the Kakanito is in a different postcode, these 2 guys on the bomb site have got to feel a little exposed right now.
You'd think so. 3-on-3.
They're too scared to plant. It's too hard to plant. I mean, if there's a player in Donut, you've basically got 1 plant left. jkaem's failed. This is looking really bad. Kicksam finds 1, but Kakanito has to get engaged. He's got to help his teammate.
Oh! However, Kicksam going to find that second head is an absolutely massive frag. It looked like 9 were in a very winnable position here. Is there a catch-off? No, mynio's not quite fast enough, but they're still unsure. He's spotted both of them. It's just going to be hard to get both these frags at the same time. Kicksan spins around after digging for some info towards CT there. Apeks will survive it, but skin of their teeth stuff and costly stuff as well.
Yeah, it's a good deal. They had money banked up out from other rounds, really. Mynio almost caught the player going into Donut. That would have been disastrous for Apeks if he pulled off that clutch, but they held firm. Lady Luck swung their way in the end. We get into yet another buy round. 2 mid start for 9. A is left a little bit exposed. They're clearly not thinking that Apeks is aggressive that way. Again, he's going straight through the molly. Flashbangs behind him. Ever so aggressive. That Kicksan TK looked a reasonable amount after the last CT had died up there. Maybe he was blind.
Man advantage for Apeks here. It may well be short-lived. Kylar is on his way around. Oh, STYKO takes him, though. That was the moment, wasn't it, that they may well have been able to come back into the round once they figure out where Hades is at. Should be an easy round. Should being the operative word. They still have to recover the bomb and make their way onto a bomb site. jkaem is hunting. He actually finds the frag, so no need for the bomb plant. All the same, Apeks now bringing it within 1. The half has dropped. Not heavily, not substantially, but the gap that 9 once had is now just within 1.
Absolutely. And it's going to be another eco here from 9. So Apeks, stunningly, from being down 6-1, or 1-6, I guess, from their perspective. Real shot here to win the half. Should be ever so impressive. Still, they're going to clear this half by. And we know they can be ever so potent. Top spawn for Kakanito. As he sprints himself up to the window. Flashbang ready to go from jkaem. And it is. Kakanito's going to clear. But as we can see, it's not really mid. And 9 want to fight. It's the sights.
Double spray down for Kixon. That hammers home this round for my money, to be honest with you. So, yeah, with that double kill coming in and the mid control here, I just think Apeks are in the unassailable position right now. Looks that way. Another one spotted out towards B as well. So the deep push from Nork at middle should just be enough to gain control and see this one off. Mynio, dangerous angle, dealt with quickly. Kylar up top might be able to find a frag. Kakanito is ready for it, though. And he finds it cleanly. Wonderful game this guy's having right now. Recent addition. Very impressive indeed.
Absolutely. I mean, the game tends to clear that before worrying about CT. It's quite impressive. I guess they had mid, which maybe could have alerted him that, you know, boost all the tunnels. Could have been up for grabs. But either way, great round from him. 7 apiece. And 9 dropped the ball a little bit, haven't they? This is the best buy they've had for a long time. They got their money snapped so badly 5-6 rounds ago. And Apeks have made a hell of a half out of this, given how it started. That smoke does not cover anything, and jkaem feasts upon the 9 bodies. That is not how the Polish team needed this round to start.
It has fallen off pretty heavily, hasn't it, in this first half for 9? They were looking so good, so clean at one point of the game. And they absolutely just can't get back into it. Minimum 5 left on the clock. Apeks with the run of the mill here, looking set to hit the A-bomb site.
Smokes in. Flashes through. I think if it was any other round 9 would save, but clearly in the 15th, he's going to give it a bash. Hades. Could have been a chance. Now we've got to square up for the retake. There's no kits, actually, at least on these players. Hades gets 1, but we need to get this util down and cover all of each other's angles to pull this one off.
Nice find from Kai. Here we go. Might be back on, Alan. Is low HP. Can't find his frag. It is jkaem all alone, and he's only good for the 1. So a nice recovery from 9. Apeks, I think, will be kicking themselves to drop the ball there at the tail end of the half, giving the slim advantage across to the Polish boys. It will indeed be an 8-7 turn. As we are in for a close one, it would seem. Ancient is going to continue after a short break. Hello, hello. Welcome in, one and all. We're in for the second half. 9 just about nicked it at the tail end of the first one there in a 5-on-3 situation. So fair play to them. They will now move on to the T side of Ancient. It has thus proved to be a shaky map for both of these teams. Apex's pick, though. And we've said with Vertigo coming up next, Apeks need the victory here.
STYKO. Julie's out. We love to see it. Players crawling closer and closer and closer. It'd be so good if someone could take his contact. Indeed, they do. In from Temple. Players on the boost. Could get awkward for STYKO. First foul. Make it 2. Any more for us? Yes, there is. 4 found. 4th being the headshot. STYKO is a monster.
What a machine. mynio, though, has managed to find a couple of kills of his own to at least make the round. Oh, look a little better. There you go. 3rd one for him to come through. Upgrade to that USPS. See what the move is. As it's slowed back down to the neutral game. Of course, the big thing here is that he's got to go and pick up
Check out the bomb.
Oh,
I
and
don't
it's up on the boost.
know if he can actually get that, you know.
Yeah, you can self-boost off the side, but, you know, in a combat situation, there ain't no way he's going to be able to do that.
STYKO, my man. You don't normally see players off the boost in that position. I was a little bit scared for him, but didn't miss any shots. Relentless, laying down lead. Like is his middle name. Wow. And 9 have had a bomb plant. Don't feel like they can justify an investment here. They're going to play for the next. And Apeks. What a recovery mission this map has been so far. We were having questions early on this map saying, if Apeks let this go any further, their series is in massive jeopardy given that Vertigo is going to follow. Well, they've rewritten that script with that pistol win as well. Should be in decent economic control on the favoured side on their map pick. It's looking a heck of a lot better than it was earlier for Apeks.
Keeping it together here on the Apeks side of things. They will indeed manage to find themselves a lead. And now a timeout coming in. They want to fend off against this early 9 buy. And I think it is indeed wise. They'll make sure that they are putting their best foot forward. It makes a lot of sense. It does indeed make a lot of sense. So, curious to know what 9 have got in store, because I think this is where things become a bit difficult for them as a map that they do play but are maybe not super fond of playing. I think it's the T sides that often let them down.
Let's see. Bit of time to discuss. It is a bonus round for Apeks. 2 SMGs, FAMAS out from Kicksan, no AWP on Nork. He's actually had a bit of a weaker game so far, so hopefully he can get engaged. He gets the big green out. That would be nice. Actually, Hades is called off a long way. I'm sure he was on 12 kills pretty early on in that first half. So, again, for both of the authors, love to see them being a force to be reckoned with, because that's when Ancient can get real spicy.
Slow start into this round. Oh,
They're going to sit in this.
Eco Nork.
Yep.
Well, they were going to try, but I think a leg, a knee spotted. Nork's dire performances here do indeed continue. At least the trade came in, so at least it's back to a 4v4.
Nonetheless, looks a little bit silly. These two players now get back into Donut. Hades finds the frag, takes a dink for his trouble. Surely STYKO gets the trade. As Hades moves. STYKO's really worried another player's going to come in to try and help Hades. That's why he's looking to the left. In the meantime, Key going to collect himself another STYKO does find the kill on Key, and Hades is ever so low. Yes, he can't get the trade. STYKO coming good. Doesn't have much HP to his name. And jkaem's a long way out, so still a lot of work to do for Mr. STYKO to lock down A from here.
Nice pickup from Goofy. Maybe a bit too easy as well, isn't it, for STYKO going down there. Bomb plant going to come in. jkaem on the rotation. Nice nade from jkaem to take out Goofy. All right, we are back in the runnings. However, he's completely lost track of mynio. He will get backstabbed. So, 9, first rifle on the board, evening things back up. And indeed, proving they can get it done on the T side. But it was very expensive. So this indeed becomes a challenge moving forwards.
Almost fitting that 9 tight, 9 to 9. Ooh, Apeks. Money's on the brink for them. Nork could glass cannon. But check out the nades for this CT side. They haven't got scope here to play the long game, I don't think. They can't equally invest a great deal on mid early on. And it's going to be a B rush. Free in defense here from Apeks. Nork does class cannon, does connect with the first. Trying to lock down from these back lanes, makes it 2. Massive hold from the Swedish AWPer. And with his teammates in towards dark, even though this bomb gets planted, there is not a lot of map control here to speak for Apeks, for 9. They have to kill jkaem. They have to win this fight. And they have to lock down these back lanes.
Oh, nearly got a spam through as well. Kixon, meanwhile, has pushed out in all the carnage with all the reloading going on. Key in a great little spot. If he goes unchecked, that is the big factor. He does indeed. Oh, no. And with hardly any time, they've called off. They've gone for a save on the Apeks side. Wow, what a moment from Key. Massive 4-9. They gain the lead. They break the back of Apeks. And they threaten the map pick of their opponent.
Could be one of those pivoting moments. Pivotal moments as well. It looks so good for Apeks. Nork gets you a 5-on-3. You have dark. You have players coming in from CT. Granted, the bomb goes down, but outside of that, 9 had nothing. 9 had nothing. It's just off the back of those individuals fighting and fighting and fighting for every inch of turf, trying to establish some good afterplants. That's what made the difference. As neither team is willing to relent here. Closest can be on Ancient. This one's just a save around some weapons brought over from the previous for Apeks. And by loading up B, well, that's left quite the gap in mid.
However, Kixon is holding it, right? I don't know how much of a defense he's going to be able to put up with just the default pistol, but, you know, the info will be there at the very least. Still banking on the B hit here, of course. They've got Nork around, and they've got STYKO pushing in behind. So more and more info going to start to come in for this CT side. A fake out towards A, but Apeks are not biting. They know what is up, that it's like, how much presence can there really be? Down goes mynio to the AWP. A lot of them have already crossed. Oh, not going to take the damage. He's not ready for them to be pushed out like this. Down he goes. There's a trade out from jkaem, but he's happily dealt with. STYKO on the backside, backed up by Kakanito. Could be a big deal here. 2 versus 2 is a really decent result. STYKO going in fast, trying to find this planter. I think he knows that he must be isolated. Trade is there, but Key at the perfect moment will find the last frag.
That was a great attempt. A really great attempt by Apeks. Did you see how Kakanito let STYKO go first? That's because STYKO was shown. They knew STYKO was flanking, did 9, but they didn't know a second man was there. That's why they let STYKO run in. A little bit like a headless chicken, but that's the idea. He's baiting for his teammate. So they had the plan. 9 still held pretty firm. 11 to 9 it's going to be. No AWP in the hands of Nork here. And again, it's another buy where nades are a little bit lacking. So Apeks need to make good on the little utility they do have. And this is the call this round. Nades on mid early. We're going to fight this B lane. jkaem can swing off the contact of his teammate. When do they choose to fight? That is the poignant question.
Kicks in, waiting with a smoke. I'm sure Key wanted to go through it, but thought of better things. A lot of utility already used by both teams. Barely seen any action. Double spray down for Nork. Yes, sir. Down he'll go quickly after the fact, but man advantage and a clean spam. Kakanito was on. He just couldn't control the spray. Didn't want to stick around and get spammed back, I suppose. 4v3 in favor of Apeks, though. It's a very, very big deal. Down goes the bomb with that spam. Kakanito finally gets his reward.
There is time to play with. That's the good news. It's not like we need to rush a plant. But I have no idea where these remaining CT players are. Bit of a spam again onto Key as they just get peppered down and down and down. Key takes a fight. There goes STYKO. Headshot found. Flashbang. Doesn't come to a lot of avail. And now it's on Hades. Up against two. And the double peek is brilliant from Apeks. That was... that was a dicey one.
Damn close, but keeping the game within just a couple of rounds, you know, between these two teams at any one time. The competition is definitely what we wanted. 9 after such a strong start in the first half. It has indeed closed, but they still keep presence, which is good. Which is good. This round, though, there's going to be nothing in it, right? Maybe a deagle.
Yeah, Goofy's got nothing really, so even the buy in the next, Hades will be 3-8. Goofy will be 3,350. It is not going to be pretty. I don't think they have a choice. This Apeks back in the driving seat as this map ebbs and flows. And, you know, he said coming into this veto that it's just a fact that Apeks don't have a clean map pick into 9 here. They just don't have that opportunity. They lose what might have been a map pick to a permaban from their opponents. And that's why they were forced into pick like Ancient. It was always going to be scary, but I think they're already a little bit more rattled than they would have bargained for so far. But nonetheless, they survived the first half onslaught. They're back in this game. And if they keep this round clean, as their economy really desires, they'll be in a good spot.
That's what they're looking for, yeah. Looks like the bomb's going to head towards A. Maybe we have like a fake out sort of play over on B. But ultimately, nothing occurring so far on the Glocks, right? They're just taking their time. As we've said before, the comms in this round may well be talking about future moves, what they want to do in the important rifle round. What they actually want to do in this round is less of a concern.
Well, a bomb plant here would be magic. So no nades, no flashes, no upgraded pistols. And that doesn't ask too much. And STYKO can smell some juicy eco-frags on the table. In you get. Good clean up. And we're all tied. We're all tied. And this buy for 9 is going to be ugly. They might have to do some sort of contact play because nades will be dwindling.
All right, here we go. Big round here. Big round for both teams. But as we've said many times, in particular Apeks, holding on to this map is incredibly important for their likelihood of winning the series. An aggressive start from Apeks down middle. Try and find that early pickup, but there's nothing really presenting so far. jkaem will be the first one to strike. Oh, and STYKO up high. Gets 3 on the MP9. Unbelievable. Absolute monster. Goes completely unchecked, and the trade is not there. 9, with all the time in the world, timeouts, patience play, aren't able to get it done. Kixon wanted a knife, but did not see the opportunity arising. And now Apeks are in prime position to start closing this game out.
Wow, what a turn. That is a disaster for 9. Trying to do a B fake. They leave 2 players down there. But they hadn't taken map control. They hadn't cleared mid. They hadn't cleared Jaguar. And they lost a player before that fake could even, get close to being convincing and compelling. That's why STYKO doesn't move. That's why the other players near A do not falter. And when STYKO's hitting shots like that, good luck is all I'm going to say. Apeks, slowly but surely, as this half has begun to develop for them on the defense, are looking better and better and better. Their money is raking in. Coffers are looking so good. Free AKs for them, which is never a good sign either. And maybe 9 should take another pause before the next gun round, because this is a map where multiple times they've looked in good spots, but this is now slipping firmly out of their grasp.
Yep, not looking good. There's a difficult run back now required in the final few rounds. Certainly easier said than done, that is for damn sure, but at the end of the day, it looks like things are faltering for 9. As said, right, it is a weaker map for them overall. And the T side does seem to be where some of those issues are at, right? Very explosive CT side. Couldn't quite get back into things. But now on the T side, it's been pretty much all about Apeks, it feels like.
They're just spooling up. And Nork hasn't even truly arrived yet. Nork was a force to be reckoned with. That would just be another string to the bow of this defense. A little too much, I think, to handle that name. Disgusting. Mynio. Head in hands, wondering how he's taking so much damage without seeing a single player. At least 9 do get some mid control. And now, the all-important question is, how do they work off this? How do they get key engaged? How do they pull a rotation to bring this mid lurk into play?
Nice pickup from Hades. Exactly what they needed in a paramount round. Kai holding from mid as well. This could be a big deal. STYKO is checking. STYKO is ready. Oh my god. On the left eye, STYKO's going to get the frag. That's a big deal. Nork on the edge of the smoke takes out Hades. Man advantage swinging back in favor of Apeks. And look at all the damage that's just been done in a matter of seconds. Yes, they'll get the bomb down here, but how long can they hold this bomb site? That's the real question. Goofy on top of his teammates. So awkward. So damn awkward, but in comes mynio from behind. Nork not expecting him, leaving it all down to jkaem. He's made so much noise. He's trying to isolate some fights. I don't know, but it's going to happen for him. mynio picks up the AWP and takes him out. 12 rounds for 9, keeping things very close indeed.
I can't believe they win that of all rounds. That looked awful as they were trying to plant the bomb. That player stuck behind pillar, his teammates swinging wide, coming up the ramp, just trying to help. They had no HP. And still they find the jewels. Goofy with the late flank at just the right time as well. And 9 hold on. 9 hold on. You can see how slim their margin of holding on is by virtue of Kylar playing a gun round on a deagle. Hades could have dropped to Galil, actually. That's a bit of a blunder, but even so. Apeks is the team that still has a lot of buys behind them. 9. They've done the first step, but there's a few tick boxes left to go before this game is back on for them.
Ooh, and the start of this one is uncomfortable, right? A 1-for-1 trade isn't the end of the world, but so much damage, and you've got the push down from Caponito.
He's a little bit reckless. He's a little bit reckless. Maybe. We saw it on that other round, didn't we? Where they were in a good situation, and Caponito took a solo duel down the ramp. Gotta be content when you have a good position. A little bit too much. And look at the spot he's put his teammates in. Nork is alone. And AWP is all well and good, but not if you get enveloped. His teammates trying to get some information. Jump spotting mid is Kixan. I think get another player over here to B. Maybe there's a chance before the moment. Nork has his work cut out. That's for sure.
Presence being re-established by Kixan from the back end of the site. Hades just playing a patient game, and maybe there is a face on its way. Kixan's thinking, but he will just pass it with a back end of slant. 1 for 1. Not enough. Down to Nork. He has to find a kill. He has to back off. It's not an easy task. Oh my god, he nearly lines them up. Hades has taken out his teammate though, so it's not looking too good. Finds his legs. And now we are all even. We're all even. The money's starting to run out for Apeks. The pressure on. This is really heating up, Alan.
Yeah, Hades getting engaged again as well. My god, these rounds are getting close. Kakanito not going to be pleased with himself for handing back that advantage to his adversaries. I love the call at the end from 9. They do it's kind of a fake. They throw some B-nades and they leave Hades just to hold the long swing, hoping a player's going to peek. And they just crawl up and up and up with the high HP riflers. It's looking really good. And as we keep saying, this map is kind of a freebie for 9, isn't it? They know Vertigo is so heavily in their favor. But if they can win Ancient, Apeks are suddenly in such a dire position. And that's why these last few rounds are worth their weight in gold for either team. The next 4 rounds will decide a great deal of who's getting on a plane to Australia.
Minute gone already. I mean, look how much utility 9 have still got left. Hardly any for Apeks, though. Yeah. What do they have to show for it? jkaem with the random spam. Doesn't get much luckier than that, but he will absolutely take an opener.
Nades are a problem for Apeks. Got to rely on the retakes, the crossfires. There's no avenue now just to block entryways to these sites. Starts to coalesce towards B. That's a huge kill from jkaem. Huge kill. As now, it's not looking good at all for 9. 3 on 5. There's 3 in defense here on the B-bomb site. They're up close and personal. Nork's got another down the ramp. And these remaining players doing their best to get out of Dark. And it's not going to be. Hades honestly needs to die before time. And STYKO might be waiting, you know. I think they're waiting. They know time is up. Here they come. That's a disaster. That is a disaster. And 9 have no money. Apeks are so close now.
Yeah, damn. I mean, all the chips, all the cards, absolutely.
What a piece of communication there at the end.
Yeah,
it's so often you see teams not clock the clock as it was and not realize it's sub 10 seconds. Don't even fight him. Let him sit and wait and stew in his fear and then go in, remove the AWP, remove the loss bonus, and put 9 in this awful position.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. They've taken a timeout right at the tail end here. It looks like it may just be a play for overtime, Alan. I don't think they will be able to fight in this round. Yeah, they kind of know it. Just a deagle out for mynio, really. A P250 for Kylar there. So nothing coming at all, you would say, for the side of 9. 2 in a row going to be required. Great shot on the double scope from Nork to kick us off in round 28.
Nork was having a really tough game earlier on, so even to get up to this sort of scoreline it's quite the improvement. Starting to be more of a stalwart on the defense. And for 9 here, I mean, they barely bought anything. Their economy was so thin. We're just looking at individual frags. Any damage is good. A bomb plant would be amazing, but that is now looking next to impossible. Hades just tries to make something happen. Kill is nice. Make it 2. It's a good sequence, but it doesn't change the fact that Apeks, after a very back and forth roller coaster game of Ancient, their map pick as well, finally getting themselves a pair of map points.
All right. Here we go, all to play for. Looking down the barrel of yet another overtime here in the IEM Sydney qualifiers. Mynio, aggressive out middle, can't track the player, but at the very least they've got that early mid control.
Nobody really covering it for Apeks. Nork's the nearest player, and he's all the way back into his temple. Kixan seems to be aware that a player could be through, but look how advanced Key is. Look how far up he is. Surely there is no world where STYKO, his teammate on the side, are expecting this. Nork is gone for the count. STYKO could be up next on the platter. mynio next to Lurk. There is so much disruption here as they try to assail themselves onto B, and there go those remaining defenders. On the A-bomb site, rather. And he goes on. Full 30 is going to be required. And jkaem needs to save this gun.
He does indeed, actually. Yeah, it makes a big effect into the next round by. I think he will be able to get away with that 9 and not anywhere near him, not hunting for him, etc., etc. So, yeah, looking pretty good here for the survival. However, of course, dropping the round, keeping the game alive is definitely not what they needed. Another full 30. Absolutely disastrous for
Key
the
got
side
away
of
with
Apeks
way too much, man.
to bring it all this way down.
How did Key get that far? It's more forgivable if, let's say, 9 were doing a tunnels aggression, or they were pushing B and taking map control. At least you know then the numbers. There's got to be a gap somewhere if you're doing that sort of thing. But it wasn't really the case. They just didn't have a person immediately covering off. Push through the red room. And they paid a heavy price. A very heavy price. Look at this buy from Apeks. Lack of saves. A factor here as well. 2 FAMASs. MP9 and Kakanito. It's not looking great. And maybe 9 have just bought themselves an excellent chance to still get this game beyond regulation.
Oh, shot's not quite landing. Nork will just about manage to survive. 2 people, 1. That's Kanito at the back end of the site. Needed a bit more than that. 9 with the ballsy play here on the rush. Absolutely wild. 4 versus 3 retake. Flank coming round from sort of 2 avenues, really. Kixan going to move in through cave. Just has to wait for jkaem. It's a bit pointless to go on his own. Meanwhile, heavily smoked off his STYKO. A tough fight for jkaem to win here. Doesn't get it done the first time of asking, but stays cool for the second attempt. 3 on 2, still in favor of the Polish side. Key, edge of the smoke, easy frag. Down to just jkaem. Not a lot of time, no kit. Overtime, here we come. Goes down for good measure, and 9 pull it back to 15 all.
Had to be, didn't it? Had to be. This map of Ancient is spooling up and up and up. And it's going to blow soon. Straight into overtime. No mucking about these days. No time to gather your thoughts if you're either of these teams. And I guess for Apeks, with those map points, fear of God is struck into them. You do not want to go into Vertigo or map down. And now, extra rounds required. 3 on each side for these teams. Let's see if they present anything different in overtime. For the moment, pretty standard stuff. Standard CT opening. Nothing out of the ordinary. And 9 choose to play a very slow round. Don't want to fight mid-early.
Hades. Waiting for an overstep, waiting for someone to come into his crosshair. I don't think it's quite going to happen. Late mid-take from 9. We might get a frag off the back of it. There it is. jkaem Molotov'd out, forced into an awkward spot. The nade doesn't really do a lot of damage, so clean opener for 9.
What's the move, Apeks? Gotta do something. STYKO side, get some information. For the moment, the map is so horribly bisected, and STYKO on an island here on A. Unless Kaka needs to go and pull off something incredible here. I don't see many routes back into this round. Mynio is tucked into log. Kakanito checks. It doesn't get the frag. And as rare as it might be, I think maybe just save, at least guarantee that Nork isn't in a tough spot come the third round. Dominance first one here from 9.
Yeah, it's a great way to open. It really is a great way to open. Very much into this so far. And it's good. It's quite rare to see, actually. Usually it's the team that like drops the rounds to get to overtime. They'll suddenly pick back up momentum, maybe when the pressure's off ever so slightly, that they're not quite in the must close the game moment. However, it's 9 here, continuing their momentum from regulation. We do seem to have a pause coming in here.
Yeah. Hopefully not here too long. It doesn't look like a player's dropped, which is normally good news for this sort of thing, isn't it? So hopefully we're not sat around for too long, because this is as good as it gets. Let's hope we're not here too much longer.
Would be nice if it's not a terrible one. I think, unfortunately, we're a little in the dark in terms of how long it is going to be. So to stop Alan and I waffling on, I believe we are opting to take a break here. So hopefully back with you soon, guys. And indeed, keep your patience. The game will be getting underway in just a few minutes.
have to know. Give me a reason. Why is it so hard to let go? Take a chance, touch the sky, and you might just like what you find. Let's risk it all, put it on the line. Go and spread your wings. Let's find out if you fly. Let's find out if you fly. Find out if you.
face.
Okay, hello everyone, welcome back in. We do have some weirdness going down. Navrot's going to have to step in and play here. We have had a few connection issues for Kylar, unfortunately. And we got to get going. We got to get going. It's a little late over here. We're still only on the first map. They're straight into mid, Alan. They are not messing around. Aggression from 9 results in a 1-for-1 trade to kick us off.
Yes, indeed. It was a big shame that 9 can't play out this map with their regular lineup. Hopefully, at least between the maps, that can get sorted. But in the here and now, gotta stay focused. They did win the first round of this overtime. So not all is lost just yet. But Apeks, just the reality of the situation. You can't help but feel emboldened, can you? By this sort of scenario. And look at this. Apeks surrounding the site. Kicksands nearby. Dork is down the end of short. Just a molly in front of him. And it's going to be so difficult to cross this bomb to the site. And all the meanwhile, STYKO on the flank to end all flanks. It's a nice kill from Goofy. But how on earth do you traverse his AWP? The answer is, you don't.
Lovely and clean for Apeks. Yeah, it's going to be a difficult road here for 9. They're in such a good spot as well, right? All that momentum taken out, and Kylar, although, you know, not the highest fragger, they're definitely going to feel his loss. I don't know that Navrot has been playing too recently, but he definitely was a player at one point, right? So we'll see if he can get himself prepared. The one big thing is that you're probably just not very warm, right? And we're not expecting this, so it is going to take an awful lot of fortitude here to keep it together. Mynio trades out 1 from the B aggression, but ultimately Apeks find themselves a clean man advantage here, 4 versus 2.
Look a little bit kind of headless there from Mynio. Wonder if they're a tad rattled by this situation. Keys up close to window. Mr. Coach pressuring B a little bit. Trying to apply some pressure. STYKO surely is ready for this. And Navrot. I assume it's Navrot being Polish with the W. That's a nice kill. Give the man credit, but not enough. No time wasted. Should be straight into this one. This is looking really good for Apeks now. I know there's a big asterisk now against this overtime, but that's not Apeks' problem really, is it? They're just focused on making it to Sydney, and they can just close out this map. Take them a heck of a lot closer.
Well, we'll see. Swap over of the half might be easy to get Navri straight on the AWP, mate. He's straight on the AWP. She's not making life easy for himself. He gets aggressive but backstabbed easily by Kakanito. It does seem like there is a deflation to the 9 boys, which is a shame. Ooh, there's a lot going in towards mid. Hades holding for 2. All right, now we're back on. Mynio picks up Kakanito over on the B side of things with some aggression of his own. And all of a sudden, a 2-man advantage for the Polish side.
Looking much better. This is what we need, though, isn't it? In the absence of a full lineup in terms of, you know, let's say, more mixed team sort of environment by virtue of not having your full 5 playing anymore. Got to look at the individuals. Even the coach here has found a frag. Another one for STYKO is... feels a little bit easy for him. A couple players handed over on a platter. They do have the bomb. The feet of the AWP. And Goofy nearby. So I'm still feeling pretty good about 9, but no more needless frags given over now to STYKO. That would be too much.
Goofy with the final frag of the round. 17-17. Navrot on the board for 2. Hopefully he can keep that coming.
Kill around at the moment. Not bad. Not bad. Hades, though, has got to be the hero, I think, of that round. Couple quick frags towards that red room. Stifled the offense. The 9 in an excellent position. Now 17 apiece. Similar story in terms of the setup. Double AWP. Navrot wielding the second over towards A. I don't mind it. Simple way to play. As this fight for B map control gets stalled out by the smokes.
Decent little look. Kixon just setting themselves up here on the Apeks side for what seems to be a B hit. Hades. Oh, blinded up. Certainly not ideal. Goofy going to get caught out in the open. They know that Hades is in and around the site, but he has to back off, give it up, right? Kakanito, meanwhile, looking to strike at the perfect time. And he does. Hades may well be able to track him down here, but still an advantage for Apeks to work within the post plant, the first post plant of overtime. But Hades is really coming alive in these past few rounds. Continues finding the frags. 3 on 3. Flash comes out. Need that second AWP to get into action, but Navrot can't really do too much. Hades traded quickly. All on Mynio. Not a lot of time. Down he goes. And it's Apeks to hit map point first.
Hades is giving this a hell of a go, isn't he? He's not relenting. Even despite the circumstances, but Apeks do it. They make it up to another map point. Of course, they're 2 towards the end of regulation. It wasn't quite enough. In fact, it might have been more than 2. Was it 4? 15-11?
No, it was just 2. It was just 2.
Okay, that was right first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even so, we'd let a couple go by the wayside. And actually, look at this. It's Apex's pause because they understand. Got to get into this. Another factor could honestly be that the longer this goes, the better the chance of 9's full 5 getting back in the server. It could be another factor too. Got to get this done right now.
Yeah, definitely heating up. Pressure is mounting, as you would expect at this late stage of the game and when we're in this weird little situation. Apeks deploying over the line. jkaem with the aggression down middle. Great flashes over the top to take out mynio. Exactly the start that Apeks wanted.
Regrouping now towards a 9. Decided to leave the B defense pretty weak. And it's Hades on the side this time. It's not Navrot. It's Hades. He is alone, but he has been the man of the hour in the last few. This time, though, first shot doesn't connect. jkaem gonna pounce on that opportunity. And now it's looking brilliant for Apeks. 2 frags away from going 1 map to the good.
Certainly looking good here. Certainly looking good. He and Goofy to try and break back into the A-bomb site. Goofy finds jkaem. There's not an awful lot of time there. STYKO knows that Key is around the corner. Easily takes him all on Goofy. Tries to get elevated, but just caught off. 19-17, as they will indeed get the victory in the end. Apeks, I think they will be counting their lucky stars ever so slightly that, you know, they find the coach standing in. It is somewhat of a shame that that's the way that it goes. In the same vein, what are they going to do?